3-3, top of the 7th. Alright, it's up there, Daniel. Patrick, what jerseys are you wearing? You know what? I'm gonna go classic on you. I think I probably can send it through here. Hang on. Hang on, sending the link.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55.
You know what's really funny? Atlanta was in this damn stadium, and they're, I guess, their last Super Bowl.
Well, it's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You don't have Tua? Practice squad quarterback. Youch.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants. Offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah.
Well,
stop.
That's the mismatch
Boy.
that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hang on. I got to do something. Hell yeah.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Scarborough. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On second down, it's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Locke to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Buying time to his left. And it'll be incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
No.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Lock now on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Untouched.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This is Jakeem Grant. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and
this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 54 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
That was a pick.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Man, that's great finest.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you're scoring points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I smell it. I smell it. Yeah.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That's a, what the hell?
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Huntley. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First down carry for Barkley. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Huntley. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same. That you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and then
going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
You got greedy. You got
the previous
greedy.
run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before half for Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This is Scarborough. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Huntley gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Nicole Hardman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating.
Oh, boy.
Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 66 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the... We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Huntley. Catch made here by Campbell. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Paris Campbell, 74 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
And I played that shit inside.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here. Now, Lucky lost the football. It's out. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? To throw it is Locke. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, And our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And with a smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go
I know
to the
what he's
fullback.
doing right now, you little cheap bastard.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Look at this. Come on.
And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right.
That was a possession kick.
Is that
No, he just jumped right in front of it. Not mad about it. It was just like, what the hell?
It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Not saying an interception,
being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 1st and 10, Huntley gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
Wow.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now.
What the hell
Another
are you
bounce and break that goes
You're
their
up
way.
28-17.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it
I got the
perfectly
team that
and
blew the
knocked it
biggest
free.
lead.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Jerry Jones will fuck him. I'm not going to lie
The Dolphins
to you.
on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. On the left hash mark, this is a 38-yard attempt. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Operating from the gun. Lock going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Dude,
and that going
what
to
the
be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot.
Every
They
fucking
expected
play
it
I've
and got
done,
there and
they
popped
got
it
to the
free.
backfield just like
An
an
incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Clay Matthews. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Lock, flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He wasn't even spread.
But this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. But it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
The spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Lock going to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch.
That'd have been
Less than 2
fucking
minutes
yardage,
to go.
but you got tripped up by your own dude. Oh,
So the Dolphins
that's
have it as we
mean.
welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
Big bitch.
To throw, and he's got his man in stride, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. First and 10, Taylor now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jonathan Taylor
Yes.
with his
Yes.
third touchdown of this Super
$20.
Bowl.
Woo!
And the Falcons use this
$20.
advantage as they cash in for 6.
$20 Soto, man.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
I'm not bragging about. No, I'm not bragging about the game. I'm bragging about the baseball game.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Off play action. Huntley. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
I ain't going to be mad. I ain't going to be mad.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They run with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I literally crossed
The
the
Dolphins
plan.
at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta
I got
Falcons
robbed.
are the Super Bowl
I got-
champions.
Oh.
To the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
I'm not.
That's
Only
pretty
thing I
phenomenal
got
right
to
there. It
say,
actually gave me chills just to
that
hear you
Taylor
say that
run,
because
running that Wildcat, I was in.
forever and ever.
No
When you look
question,
in the
I was
record
in.
books, you'll see this team, you'll see
And
their
that should have been a
picture,
touchback
that your
for
name will
Patrick.
be a
Patrick
part
should
of it.
start.
That's got to be an
obviously
incredible
on
feeling
20.
because it's been a long journey to
But
get there, and now they get a chance
My
to
boy,
enjoy it.
my boy got snuffed. Ooh. Phew. I had to fucking work for it. Damn you. That's alright. Give that MVP to Jonathan Taylor. Workhorse. If I would have lost, that fucking MVP would have went to either Campbell, Hard. Potentially. But one of your receivers had over 200 yards. Let me see. Yeah, Campbell had over 220 yards. Whew.